Ladies and gentlemen, lend me your ears and your eyes. Diva Divine Light, live from Brooklyn, New York.
Know the lane for what you saying, yo. Said it with my 9 million with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club, I be wild in the studio. You don't wanna vibe, nigga, really and truly, yo. My main thug, nigga named Julio, he moody, yo. Like a nigga that'll slap me with the toolie, yo. Bitch, nigga scared to death, act fruity, yo. Fuck that, look at shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way you shake it, make me wanna get all in the booty, yo. With no delaying for what you saying, yo.
Diva Divine Light.
Really my heart to me. See what you got for me. Put more than dance with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you really my heart to me. See what you got for me. Put more than dance with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you.
You're watching Diva, the Divine Light. A fun-loving, caring, passionate person who talks about sex, celebrity, and real-life issues, and even abuse. So hit that like button and make sure you share the show.
Really my heart to me. See what you got for me. Put more than dance with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you really my heart to me. See what you got for me. Put more than dance with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you really my heart to me. See what you got for me. Put more than dance with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you really my heart to me. See what you got for me. Put more than dance with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you.
Here comes the pitch, and it comes in wide. On the combo.
Yo. What's up, everybody? I miss you guys. How's everybody doing out there? I hope everybody's having a wonderful, wonderful day. We live from New York City. It's your girl, Diva Divine Light. Please make sure you hit that like button, you subscribe, and you share the show. Let me say what's up to my peoples in the building. Hey, Kat. What's up, lady? Amos. ¿Cómo estás, mi amor? What's up, brother? Candy Cane. What's up, mommy? Good to see you too, my love. Cherie. What's up, Cherie? What's up, mommy? What's up, everybody? K-Love, what's up, lady in the building? What's up, K-Love? Hello, everybody. Jojo, my love, I love you so much. Mwah. Dios la bendiga. Dios la bendiga all the time, sweetheart. I love you, baby. God bless you. Always. God bless everybody. What's up? What's up? What's up? You know, his wifey is in the building. What's up, boo? What's up? I'm excited. Well, since yesterday, I was on Fat Boys Live, which I shared it out, by the way, guys. I hope everybody went and got a chance to go check Fat Boy out. He had a good conversation. Levi jumped in. JoJo jumped in. You know, OCOV was in the building. We all jumped in. The Truth was there. The both Truths, Truth Strong Warrior, Ty, The Truth. We was in there, and we made Levi put his tail between his legs and go somewhere in a nice way, you know. Because over here we got class. We got class over here. Mom, what's up, baby? What's up, Linda? What's up, mommy? Girl, it's on my community wall, Candy. Go check it out, mommy. When you get a chance, go to my wall. No more Levi, please. Yeah, we not doing Levi no more. We are not doing Levi anymore. Plus, I'm still blocked. So, anyways, we all know that Levi is the fake cousin who wants to be the cousin since he's the cousin because he's seen him in 2001 and they've been friends since. You know, they lost out of touch, but then they got back in touch now, like 20 years later. So, yeah, you're welcome, my love. Yeah, we not. Much respect for you, Levi, and shit like that. Tu sabe, pero we can't do you no more, bro. Uh, we can't do that because you was a whole nother disrespect on a whole nother disrespect. You be talking in circles, and you know what, uh, you know, but you the cousin. I'm just that's where I'm gonna leave that at. So Levi, his lover, in love with the eggplant. He is in love with the eggplant. I bet he showed his ass. Girl, you blocked too? Listen. Ugh. Yeah, he showed his ass all right. Girl. Go check out that live, y'all. Go check out that live. It's on my community wall. I shared it over there. hmm It's with Fat Boy. OCOV Fat Boy. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, West Coast. What's up, mama? Levi's a whole clown. Yeah, definitely. So it's crazy. He's like a big groupie. It's okay. You know what? We got a lot of male groupies out here. There's a lot of male groupies out here. It's the weirdest shit to see ever. But that's what the fuck it is. So you were stuck watching that 6 hour live? Girl, that shit was crazy, right? Sis. And we had our brother SpongeBob up there too. But we Keep was there also, and it's crazy. She brought up, she wound up mentioning Craig Hodges, and it so happens to be that I think it was maybe about 3 weeks ago. I decided to purchase his book, um, and I have it on my Kindle. So we are going to read chapter 9, which is the chapter where he talks about Kelly. Okay. So there's only 2 chapters in this book that he speaks about Kelly. So we are just going to go through those 2 chapters. All right. I am going to go back to reading all the books that I have. I purchased all these books and I didn't get a chance to finish reading them all. So, just so I don't waste my money and my time, I want to be able to deliver these books to you guys. So I want to keep, the thing going and continue reading these stories. Yeah, that was Keep, boo. Yes, yes, it was Keep, mama. Yes, Keep was there too. She came after. I believe um you had just left, maybe like 10 minutes, maybe something like that. Once you left, Joe, she wound up coming to the show. So she wound up stepping in then. Yeah. So that was her. He is so hostile to SpongeBob. Eke, they think that he's a white boy, that he's some dumb white boy and shit, skateboarder, cowabunga, ride the waves. I'm in California, That's what they think. But they don't know he's Hispanic too. He's a mix, bro. What are we talking about here? And who gives a fuck about what he is in nationality? Is that even important? Do you see the title underneath my name? It says $ Diva Divine Light. One color, one voice equals OCOV family. I want people to fucking understand that shit and knock it off with the racist bullshit. Okay? A lot of us over here are fucking black, and a lot of us over here are brown, and a lot of us over here are white. Okay? We have array of color over here. That's why we are one color, one voice, better known as OCOV, the best team on YouTube, in these YouTube streets, rocking for survivors. Fuck Rkelly. That's what we do. We talk about his case, we read books, we read articles, and we debate motherfuckers and we debunk motherfuckers. That's just what we do. We not terrorists in these streets, unlike these other motherfuckers. Yeah, no. Right? SpongeBob! Boo! What's up, bro? You in the bushes working? Okay, Papi, listen. A lot of us are still working. That's the whole object, is for me to just start reading and give you guys a show and give you guys information and speak the truth. You'll notice. Okay. Right. Exactly. It shouldn't even matter. Exactly. This shit is all stupid. Like, yo, crazy. Wifey says, yes, I can't stand when they do that. Me either. To SpongeBob, even though SpongeBob don't care and handle himself. SpongeBob got motherfucking class. That's why they get mad. That's why they so mad. Because he got class. He ain't no street level nigga. That's not where he come from. K-Love, you an Aries too, ma? My sister's birthday's April 8th. She's throwing a Roaring 20s Gatsby party. It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. I'm excited, y'all. That's right. We the Rainbow Coalition. Okay. All races. Okay. It is one voice, one color. Okay. Exactly, mama. Exactly, mama. Exactly. People be upset. They just can't understand it. How people like us could get together and stand for the women. Period. Yeah, it's weird, mom. Right. Flawless. Hi, Poo Poo. Yours is the ninth? Stop, baby. What's up? My sister's twin. That's like me and Wings. She's on the first, I'm on the second. That's my twin. Even though we're not the same exact day, but don't matter. We're a day apart. Human. Yes, baby. You right behind that, miss. Nice. So, all right. So, as we know, Rkelly right now is going through some shit, right? On March 27th, he wrote a letter, to everyone stating that he's sorry that I have not been able to get in touch with anybody, but on Tuesday, the 21st of March, 2023, I went to the hospital for checkup and they ended up keeping me because they found out that I have blood clots in my whole left leg. So they just released me from the hospital on this day, the 27th of March, 2023. So I just wanted you guys to know that I had not left. I'm still here at the MCC. Love you guys and thank you for your love, concerns, and your support. So he let everybody know that on the 21st he went to the hospital and that right, since the 21st of March, because he went to the hospital for a checkup. And he stayed in the hospital um, since the 27th. So he was in the hospital for a total of 6 days. He was in the hospital for 6 days. And then Bonjean had came out with a letter, which, matter of fact, I'm going to have to read it another way because, okay. She wrote a letter on March 28th of 2023 to Robert Steele Jr., who is with the U.S. Department of Justice Federal Bureau of Prisons in the MCC, Chicago. She said, "Dear Mr. Steele, I am writing to continue our conversation from the past week and demand that my client's medical needs be addressed immediately. As you know, on March 20th of 2023, I sent you an email expressing my grave concerns about Mr. Kelly's continued pain and worsening symptoms related to his prior surgery. Mr. Kelly failed to receive competent post-operative care at the MCC. Now, indeed, after Mr. Kelly's surgery, he was fitted with a cast to protect the incision site. That cast was supposed to be removed after 2 weeks, but the MCC failed to follow this directive from his treating physicians. Mr. Kelly repeatedly asked the medical staff at the MCC to remove the cast and check the site of his surgery. His requests were continually ignored. Eventually, Mr. Kelly was forced to physically remove his own cast, which, as I previously stated, was absolutely unacceptable. In the past couple of months, Mr. Kelly has complained repeatedly of pain and asked that the MCC medical staff examine the source of his leg pain. Mr. Kelly even appraised, is that appraised or apprised? It looks like it says apprised MCC medical staff that he was concerned about having blood clots in light of his family history. Again, he was ignored. On March 20th, 2023, I was forced to raise these concerns with you directly. My understanding is that same week, last week, he was brought for outside treatment where it was confirmed that he has blood clots in the leg where his surgery was performed, likely related to the negligent post-operative care he received at the MCC. Blood clots are life-threatening complications that should have been monitored from the start. Mr. Kelly spent nearly a week in the hospital, during which he was denied access to me, his lawyer, and his fiance, who was desperately worried about his well-being. I appreciate that you informed me that he was obtaining treatment at a hospital, but it is entirely unacceptable that he was denied the opportunity to communicate directly with me. She says, I emailed you to inform you that I remain concerned about his condition, and you assured me that the MCC was handling his medical needs. I am not convinced. I spoke with him today, and he sounded unwell and continued to complain of terrible pain. Miss Savage has also informed me that she met with him today, that he looked terrible, and that she was gravely concerned about his health. The MCC BOP has a constitutional obligation to provide competent medical care to all inmates. The MCC has failed to do so with requests to Mr. Kelly. Had Mr. Kelly received competent post operative care, these complications would not have occurred. We fully intend to address these harms through the appropriate administrative and court processes. But I have immediate concerns about Mr. Kelly's health and safety. He should be promptly returned to the hospital for continued care and monitoring by competent medical personnel. Sincerely, Jennifer Bond Jean. And she wrote this yesterday. And she had tweeted that the MCC will be held responsible for its medical negligence. And she posted these letters on her page. So, let me, sorry. Okay. So that is what's going on. So let me share my screen with you guys. Okay, hold on. Wait, where the hell? All right. Okay, guys, give me a second here. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. Why is he calling? He's calling the wrong number, right? He has to be calling the wrong number because I didn't order anything. Okay. All right, let me do this. All right, so Bonjean, she wound up speaking out to I forgot what channel news this was. But let's do this.
Tonight, Rkelly's lawyer going public with complaints about the health care the convicted singer is getting inside Chicago's Metropolitan Correctional Center. Jennifer Bonjean says Kelly recently had surgery on his Achilles tendon. Bonjean says after that surgery, they found he was suffering from blood clots, and she says that's due to negligent care provided by the Bureau of Prisons.
And it's not just because it's Rkelly. Every prisoner deserves medical attention, medical care. The MCC is required to address these things in a competent fashion.
We reached out to the Bureau of Prisons for comment, but have not heard back. Kelly's currently serving a more than 20-year prison sentence for sex crime convictions in Chicago and New York. Tonight, Rkelly.
So Rkelly had a surgery on his Achilles tendon. Hey, Cherie, I am Queen. Boston, what's up, baby? I tried calling you, mommy. James, what's up, baby? Ronnie, what's up, lady? What's up? What's up? What's up? Rocking with the truth. Is that who I just saw? Oh no. Boston, I'm in love with love. Where did I see Rock? Where's Rockin' at? Hey Shirley, what's up, mama? Where's Rockin' with the truth? I don't see her. What's up, Rockin', mommy? I don't see. Oh, there she goes. What's up, Rockin'? What's up, baby? How did he get his cast off? He cut it off himself. He said he wound up cutting it off himself inside the MCC. He wound up taking it off on his own. It was on like a month or something like that, 2 months too long. And I think that was totally negligent on their part. And yeah, I think he should definitely sue the MCC for that. That's fucked up. Because you know what? Because of that, now, God forbid, it could go to his heart or his lungs. And you know what I'm saying? He could really, that's life threatening. He could die. You know what I mean? So yeah, if something happens to him, that's definitely negligence on the MCC. You know? Yeah. So that is crazy. No, that's fine, mama. You call me when you get a chance, baby. Don't worry about that, baby. I know. Listen, it took me like 2 days to call you back, didn't it? Oh, he just sent an email and they're reading it now. Okay. Let's see. Let me just go be nosy real quick. That's all. I'm not gonna let's see. All right, well, he was more or less just asking for people to pray for him, you know? And he would be better if he goes to the hospital, I guess. I'll check it out later. If you guys get a chance, go check out Dottie's live. She was just reading it. She just finished reading it. Yeah, blood clots are common after surgery. Yes. 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 Yes, they are. And blood clots are very, very serious. But you know what? If he takes care of himself and he has people taking care of him, giving him the proper care and the medicine that he needs or whatever, he could be okay. You know what I'm saying? We need him to stay alive. We need him to continue his prison sentence until he can't no more. And that's like 20 years later, 30 years later. Let him, you know what I mean, do his whole time and learn his lesson and, know what it feels like to be controlled in every aspect of your life. You know what I'm saying? Because that's basically what he did to those girls. Tortured them and controlled them. So he deserves the same. He got surgery for an Achilles tendon. I guess it must have been torn or something like that. Yes, Achilles tendon surgery. Yes. No, he's not at a fancy resort. But you know what? Every prisoner should get the medical attention that they need when they need it. You know, because a lot of prisoners wind up dying when they really don't have to die if they could be saved. You know, a lot of that happens in prison. I understand that, you know, they're menaces to society and they have to do the time because they did the crime, but they're still human beings at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So, you know, they should still be treated like human beings regardless of the fact that they're in prison. Yeah, they're there to uh be punished, but you know, let's not be mean and kill them all. You know what I mean? Right, just to take him when he goes and he's dead. Then you want me to drop the link, mama? Okay, hold on, mama. Okay. My okay was the response to why. Yeah, that's what it was. That's why he needed surgery, babe. Yep. Because I guess he tore it, or I think he probably tore it. You know what I mean? And they had to do surgery on his knee, and then they put a cast on his knee, and then they were supposed to take it off within a certain amount of time, and they never did, and they left it on longer than they were supposed to. So I guess that should stop the circulation and stuff like that. You know? He probably got his knee messed up because playing basketball and stuff like that. That's normally like a sports injury. Rocket said, "Let me get my violins. Hope he feels better soon." Do they not have him in physical therapy? Right, that's what I'm saying. That I don't think he went to physical therapy or anything like that. Hi, baby. Hold on a second. That's my package. It's just came in her name. Thank you. My son just walked through the door. Give me a second, guys. All right, guys. Sorry about that. My baby just came home from school. He's doing so well, by the way, guys, in his new school. He's loving it. He's in inclusion and he's loving it. And the work is doesn't bother him. It's good. It's good. It's good. Everything is going well. Thank you, Lord Jesus. I am so proud of him. And my girl. The both of them got awesome grades, 90s and 80s. I am very proud of them. I just did the parent teacher school stuff and everything, spoke to most of their teachers. All right. James said, wait, how he take it off without some kind of tool? Of course, you already know that they, you know, these prisoners was helping his ass take that off. They, you know, they made a shank.
You wanna know what's crazy?
What? Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I left you guys hanging here with no music or no nothing. But yep. So yep, my kids are doing good. Just want to let you. Hey, Just V, what's up, Rkelly? Yes, he's doing great, Flawless. He's doing great. I'm very proud of my babies. Yes, I had to deal with things. Sorry, guys. Okay. All right, Queen. Hey, Queen.
Hey,
What's up, Mama?
hey, how you doing?
I'm good, sis. How are you? How are you? You got
I'm
something to
good.
say? What que pasó? Let it out. Let it out.
Yes, I do. They act like Kelly is the only goddamn prisoner in the MCC.
You
They
know,
send people home every day with
Bonjean is
medication for blood clot.
right. I don't know that Dottie was saying something about que he didn't get any medication.
How they
You
gonna
went
say
up.
they gonna
You,
they
you,
gonna say
you keep
everything
going
that
up, mommy. You keep
they
going
gonna
up,
say
baby.
they gonna say everything to make it sound good for him.
Right.
Hold on. You hear me? You hear me now, Diva? I'm in the car.
Mommy, are you still? Yeah, she had it. She had. Queen, you're having issues, baby, with your audio. Yeah, but you know it's true. He's not the only prisoner. But like I said, what's up, fat boy? What's up, Karen? She's ready. She's ready to beat up on somebody. Right. You know, it's crazy. So now it's all about his health, and now they're gonna try to, you know, make sure that he gets the proper care that he needs. You know, like I said, let's keep him alive because he needs to be sitting in jail doing his time. I don't want him to go early because it's just too early for him to go. Way too early for him to go. He only did 4 years in jail. That's not enough time for me. No, no, no. No, no, no. Nope. 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 We need to make sure he stays alive. Okay? We need to make sure he does his time. Please. So, yes, he needs to get all the help he needs to get. Queen.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, baby. You sound better now. You're not so staticky.
What I was saying, he's not the only prisoner in the MCC.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they gonna say what they want to say to make it sound good for them.
Right. But you know, just because he's having these issues, that doesn't mean he's going home.
He ain't finna get out
He ain't going home. He ain't going
because he
nowhere.
got blood
Clearly,
clots.
this is not a get out of jail free card. No, it's not. Harvey Weinstein is dying on his last leg, and he's in there doing his time. Okay, so there's no excuse for R. Kelly. Let's just no.
They got people in there in wheelchairs. People in there in wheelchairs. People on dialysis. Other people in there really fighting for their life.
Mhm. He could sit down and handle it. Go get his blood clot taken care
And
of.
they act like he the
If he
only
has
damn
to,
prisoner.
if he needs to get surgery to, get the blood clot out, fine. If not, if he gets blood thinners and it breaks up that way, that's even better than getting surgery. You know, so Vanetta, what's up, lady? So now
And
James
tell
says,
them, tell Bo Jean next time she do an interview on TV to iron her shirt or whatever. Bye.
bye, baby. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for letting us know how you really feel. Oh, snap. Purple, what's up, baby? Yes, Javante. Thank you for your strength, my love. Yes. Yes. That's right. You won't go unnoticed. Don't worry about that, baby. Blood clot and diabetes do need to take care of themselves. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. So now, I've been ranting on about R. Kelly's health for the past hour. I didn't even realize how fast that time went. So going back to our subject, Craig Hodges and R. Craig Hodges and R. Kelly. uh, Craig Hodges did an interview with Vlad TV, and this was, let's see. Ooh. He reposted this about 9 days ago. Is it 9 days? 8 days ago. Yeah, it was about 8 days ago. He reposted this 8 days ago, but he did this interview a while back. I don't remember how far back, but he did. And let's just listen to what Craig Hodges has to say. And shout out to Vlad TV, by the way. This is not, I do not own the rights to this content. Okay? I do not own the rights to this content. I'm going to paste the channel. Go subscribe to Vlad TV. Okay? I'm just using this for research purposes and commentary purposes and sharing information with my audience. This is not what I own. I do not own this material. Okay? Vlad TV, shout out to you. Thank you very much for your commentary. As always, your interviews are always great.
Well, I guess years later, she did some interviews, and she said that around that time she was having an affair with R. Kelly, and she actually bought him his first keyboard and drum machine using your money.
Yeah, and like all of that, man. And for me, it's funny. You know what I'm saying, man? I can laugh at it. I can really laugh at it, brother, because for one, it's like I know where my mindset was. I understand what our livelihood was about. I understood what our money was about. I understood what the future was about. In fact, I had no problem helping R. Kelly, none at all, because my brother-in-law brought him to me, and I saw the talent in it right away, to the point where I took him in front of Terry Cummings and a lot of other people who were music guys at the time. So it wasn't like soon as she met R. Kelly and it was done and all. Nah, man, this is over a period of time, and over that period of time, I guess she grew an admiration from whatever it may be. But for me, it was one of those things that I understood the young brother's talent. I wanted to help him, and in a way, I helped him. But at the same time, I accept it for what it is. I accept her for it. Never apologized or whatever. But her cleansing and her writing and that's cool, man, because that helped her, I'm sure, to be able to lift any burden she may have had from it or whatever. But that, to me, is just one of the things in life that happens. And from that standpoint, I wouldn't want to be that brother for anybody, anything in the world. You know what I'm saying? So I'm blessed, brother, to be sitting here in freedom to a degree, but we're in America, but I'm sitting outside them bars. But, man, I wouldn't want to be that brother. And in a lot of ways, man, God don't like ugly. Don't like ugly on a lot of fronts. And so it is what it is, man. And she wrote what she wrote. My thing is my thing. I'm good, brother.
Okay, so then the next year, you guys get to the finals once again against the Trailblazers.
Yes.
Beat them 4-2.
Right.
You're now a back-to-back NBA champion in that second championship.
On the road, city, and win it at home. So for me, I had the Midnight Basketball League during that period of time. And
So basically, that's what he had to say about what happened with his wife and R. Kelly. Right, he's a good brother. He's a good brother. He tried to help out R. Kelly and and listen to his wife and try to make deals and try to get R. Kelly's career up and out, which he did. He gave him a little start by buying his first keyboard, giving him like $9,000, introducing him to certain people in the industry, and things of this nature. So Craig Hodges is one reason why R. Kelly became R. Kelly. He brought him to the right people. If you go back and listen to Demetrius Smith's book, which I've read some chapters, it speaks about that and how they met and, how he knew that his sister was having an affair with R. Kelly. He felt it, even though he asked them and they both denied it. But he felt that that's what it was. Hey, member for 18 months. Congratulations, baby. What's up, True Strong Warrior? Love to all. Love to you too, mama. Yeah, he gave R. Kelly the money to start his career, and Kelly never paid. He never paid him back, ever. Ever. And Carlita speaks about that in her book. And I'm going to read her book as well. I want to finish reading the books that I never got a chance to read. There's other things we could do to talk about R. Kelly. And it goes with reading all those books. We haven't really had a chance to hear everybody's stories. You didn't know that? Well, baby, if you get a chance, Candy, go into my playlist section on my channel and go to Diva's Book Club and go to The Man Behind the Man, and that's Demetrius Smith's book, and start those chapters, because then I'm going to continue reading off where I left off. All right? So maybe if you didn't read it or whatever, go catch up. In the meantime, go to my playlist on my channel, go to Diva's Book Club, and go through some of the books that I've already done read. I finished Lisa Van Allen's book. I finished Geronda Pace's books. We finished Lizette Martinez's book, but that's for members only. And if you're a member, which you are, you can go back and listen to her book as well. I also did Kitty Jones' book as well. So if you get a chance, go check out my playlist. And like I said, it's in the Divas Book Club. And check it out. I even have a playlist of all R. Kelly interviews, concerts, and things that have happened, and a lot of things that are R. Kelly. So you guys can go and check that out as well. I have a long playlist. You get a chance, go check out my playlist, guys. I don't know if he knows Craig Hodges. That's a question to ask. That's a great question to ask. Thank you, Mama. I don't know, fat boy. John don't say, I don't know. I don't know. You know, he said, fat boy, you probably wasn't alive when Craig Hodges played. Yep, read a few, but I'll go check it. Thank you. All right, baby. And thank you when you do. So let's get to share my Kindle. Okay. Um, okay. Can I restore it down? Okay, yeah, I can. Okay. All right. Now let me get this out of here. Okay. All right. So this is Craig Hodges, The Long Shot. Okay. And it's talks about it's an autobiography, and it talks about the triumphs and the struggles of an NBA freedom fighter. Because he's more than just a basketball player. He was also an activist. An activist. He did quite a few things. Let me go to the chapter. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So do you guys see the screen? I want to be able to. Okay. Okay. All right. Now let me open it back up. Hold on. Okay. So now this chapter is chapter 9, and it's titled A Different Kind of Business. I heard a knock on my door on a lazy, cold February afternoon in 1987. Remember that year, guys, 1987. So at that time, Rkelly was still a teenager, I believe. He was, okay, baby. He was, hold on a second. All right, my apologies, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. You know, family in the background, things happen. You know, it's my life. All right, I'm back. What's up, Tasha? What's up, baby? All right. Let me go back to the book. Okay. I heard a knock on my door on a lazy, cold February afternoon in 1987. I was recovering from a tiring 10-game road trip that had started in Chicago and wrapped up in San Antonio. After straining to lift myself from the couch, I opened the door and saw my brother-in-law, Demetrius, standing in the bitter winter air. He was with a young-looking brother who stood about my height and wore a bull's hat balanced precariously on the back half of his head. "Hey, Craig, this is my boy Robert, the guy I was telling you about. I think Carlita mentioned something to you." Demetrius, one of Carlita's brothers, had been nagging me to listen to Robert sing for weeks. He'd met Robert at a Chicago L stop where he was singing for change. Demetrius was always scheming, looking for that vein of gold that would take him to places he wanted to go. He was family, so I figured I'd give him and his latest prospect a few minutes. They kicked the snow off their shoes and walked in to sit around our kitchen table. Carlita came downstairs, poured everyone lemonade, and greeted Robert warmly. Demetrius launched in. "As I was telling you both, I was on my way to work a few months back and heard the rarest of voices filling the tube. I say to myself, who is this guy? And why is he down here in the dark singing for change? You two know how my mind works." I looked up and saw Carlita roll her eyes. Demetrius continued, "Robert doesn't have two nickels to rub together. He's been sleeping on park benches and on couches, but the brother can sing." Robert sat in shy silence, staring at his collapsed hands. Now, time out. I have a question. Why was Rkelly sleeping on park benches and on couches? Why was he homeless? Does anybody know? If anybody knows why Rkelly was homeless, let me know. Now remember, this was 1989, right? Wait. What year? 1987, guys. "1987. Somebody write in the chat, how old was Rkelly? If Rkelly was born in 1968 and 1987, how old was Rkelly? I think he was like 17, 18, right? Okay. So he was sleeping on park benches and on couches. But the brother can sing. Robert sat in shy silence, staring at his clasped hands. He was so young looking, that all the talk about his finances didn't feel rude. Rather, it seemed Demetrius was on a rescue mission, hoping to find a home for a lost orphan. Show Craig what you got, said Demetrius. After a few more awkward moments of silence, Robert stood up and belted out a song he had written himself. His voice was incredible. What did I tell you to? Said Demetrius. I was stunned. Robert had one of the best voices I have ever heard up close. It was rich and tuneful, but also deeply pained. You could tell that Robert had been through some shit. Carlita seemed flushed, clearly impressed. Robert writes all his own material. Demetrius went on to describe how Robert's current manager was exploiting him and did very little work arranging gigs. It would cost $5,000 to free Robert from his contract, Demetrius said. It was clear that he hoped I would cut a check. I didn't know the slightest thing about the music industry. Besides, the season was in full swing, and I didn't have the mental space to devote to this scenario. I looked at Robert and said, keep getting yourself out there. Inevitably, you are going to stumble across someone who will see that your voice is worth much more than $5,000. Robert nodded. We aren't looking for a manager, just a silent backer. Of course, what is this? Of course, you'd get a call. Hold on one second. Sorry about that, guys. My mom came up with a goodie for me. I love my mom. Okay, so Robert nodded. We aren't looking for a manager, just a silent backer. Of course, you'd get a cut of all of Robert's future earnings, Demetrius added. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. We figured you'd need time to think about it, said Demetrius. Robert was back in silent mode. Carlita invited them both to stay the night. After dinner, we smoked a little weed, watched the game, and were off to bed. The next morning, they drove back to Chicago. Demetrius soon followed up by phone. There was no way I was going to shake this guy. I told him to bring Robert's contract the next time they were in town. I'll have my attorney look it over, I said. I was beginning to sympathize with Robert. He was from the Ida B. Wells housing projects and had been raised by just his aunts in a family situation similar to my own. The contract was a bad deal, according to my attorney. I figured if I went through with this, I'd want Carlita to be Robert's co-manager. I couldn't help but see this as an opportunity to get her started in a career. She'd always wanted to be in the entertainment industry. Neither of us wanted a repeat of the isolation she'd felt in San Diego. Carlita was skeptical, but Robert's talent was undeniable in spite of his shyness. You just knew he had a future. Why not? She said. Eventually, she'd learn about the music industry by jumping straight into the fire along with Demetrius. More than anything, though, I think she empathized with Robert's situation. She had escaped the poverty of the ghetto, And like me, she looked for an opportunity to get others out, particularly someone with Robert's talent. We called Demetrius and told him the terms. He and Robert agreed. It wasn't as though they had a lot of other options. With that, I pulled out my checkbook and wrote a $5,000 check to liberate the 19-year-old. There we go. He was 19 years old, guys. To liberate the 19-year-old singer who would one day become known to the world as R. Kelly. Wow. So that's how that started. Okay. My second year with the Bucks, Sidney Moncrief asked me if I wanted to take over his job as the team players representative. This job had a lot of turnover, as most guys failed to see the potential of the union. Drawing on the sage advice I'd received from Bill Walton in San Diego, I enthusiastically accepted. I saw being a player's rep as a platform for sharing the knowledge I had acquired at Long Beach. These meetings were not only opportunities for making sure we weren't being screwed by management, but also brainstorming sessions for ways we could use our status as professional athletes to do some good in the community. The NBA players' representatives tend to be some of the most politically conscious men in the league. We met twice a year, once at All-Star Weekend and then again in the postseason. The 80s were a complicated time to be active in the area of racial justice. You had a guy like Jesse Jackson, a pillar of the civil rights movement, someone who stood mere feet away from Dr. King when he was shot, running for president of the United States. Jackson had a progressive campaign that acknowledged the plight and poor conditions of the majority of Black folks in the United States. In fact, Jesse was probably the first major presidential candidate to say Black Lives Matter. Now, by the way, guys, I wanted to throw this in here and let you guys know. You see the way the words are written on the screen? You see that it's kind of like bubbled with certain words, and it's also kind of like double spaced in a way. The reason why it's like this is because I have it so that people with dyslexia can read. I'm going to say it again. I have this font for dyslexics to be able to read. So hopefully maybe R. Kelly can one day come across my channel and be able to read. If he has dyslexia, he should be able to read the words that are on my screen with no problem. Right. Now, he made connections between the apartheid of South Africa and Palestine to the Jim Crow South. He discussed racism and economic inequality. However, he was trying to reroute the movement into the voting booth. I think after witnessing the wins and losses of the civil rights movement, the guy just threw up his hands and concluded the only way to make conditions better for Black folks is to work within the system and win small reforms. I never saw the logic behind this attitude. It has always been so clear to me that our economic system is completely dependent on racism. The system needs a group of people who are seen as less than, a group of people who will bear the most intense burden when our economic system institutes a recession or a depression to restore profits. To be sure, you can have a few black people in power as long as they are willing to preserve the status quo. It's never been hard to find black folks who are willing to sell out their race for a few extra table scraps from the established white power structure. Remember, there were plenty of black slaves who managed the whip on the plantations. A few black people in high places also served to legitimize the system as a whole. And that is what we were contending with in the 1980s. The 80s were the early stages of so called post racial America. Our problems with race in this country had allegedly been cured, as evidenced by the presence of black politicians like Chicago's mayor, Harold Washington. Overt racism was substituted with code words that masked business as usual. Now, the language of personal responsibility was used to keep inequality in place. According to Ronald Reagan, welfare queens chose to live in poverty because the government incentivized them to do so. Federal housing and relief programs had to be dismantled so that people living in urban ghettos could pull themselves up by their bootstraps to freely enjoy the benefits of hard work. The conditions of black folks were viewed in a complete vacuum, if they were viewed at all. People stopped asking, excuse me, why black people were the first to be fired when jobs were sent overseas, or the first people targeted in Reagan's war on drugs, or the first displaced by subprime loans and the destruction of public housing. It was this tricky terrain that we tried to navigate over drinks at our players' rep meetings. Now, Coach Don Nelson was the best thing that happened to me in Milwaukee. Nelly, as everyone called him, reminded me that winning was what it was all about. He prepared us all season long for the playoffs, expecting that we would make the postseason each year, and his teams usually rose to his challenge. After the final game of the regular season, Nelly would gather us all in the locker room and say, "Tell your wife, your girlfriend, whoever you're screwing, that you motherfuckers are mine now." He was joking, but deadly serious at the same time. Nelly won because he knew the importance of a strong defense. More than any of my previous coaches, he taught me the value of defending the hoop. Working as a single unit on defense, a team of mediocre talent could transform into one that could slay giants. When you make defense a priority, each trip down the court, you force an opposing offense to work harder to find open shots. Not only does a strong defense force bad shots and cause turnovers, but the opposing team also often lets their guard down, hoping to catch their breath when it's their turn to play defense. This opens up the floor for easier shots for the team that is working harder on defense. Strong defensive teams control the tempo of the game, so Nelly wanted us to be in physically better shape than any other squad. Because he placed such a strong emphasis on defense, we were always running the fast break after we caused a turnover. This typical of ball prepared me for Phil Jackson, Michael Jordan, and the Bulls, who were also a run and gun team that never forgot the importance of defense. I don't think I could have made the contributions I made to the Bulls if it hadn't been for Don Nelson. When Robert wasn't in Chicago, he was living in our spare bedroom in Milwaukee. Wow. So this is basically, I think, how the relationship started with his wife and Robert. Because as we see here, Robert, when he wasn't in Chicago, he was living in our spare bedroom in Milwaukee, which means he was always there and he was living in the spare bedroom. When he quickly turned into a rat's nest, this annoyed Carlita. Oh shit, he became a rat's nest. Rkelly was living in the room like a little rat, nesting. That's the way he put it. Now, this annoyed Carlita, who claimed most of the housekeeping duties. So she was tired of cleaning up behind Rkelly and his nasty ass room. Robert, if you're gonna stay here, you got to keep your damn room clean, she threatened. Robert would nod his head but wouldn't follow up. Oh, so he's like, okay, yeah, all right, whatever you say, but then he still wouldn't do it. Robert is nasty. He lives like a pig. Robert would nod his head, but wouldn't follow. I wasn't much better, so I kept my mouth shut. I should have backed Carlita up. It was just one more thing that brought tension into the house. Robert was easy to be around, though. We spent a lot of time together, watching sports, talking basketball. He could hoop pretty well himself and strategizing about his future. You'll see my name in lights one day, and I won't forget all that you two have done for me. He said this often. He was kissing their ass. Oh, I love what yous have done for me. So, Carlita and Demetrius weren't having much luck booking Robert in large venues. The co-managers were working hard, though, and got him some small gigs, usually seedy clubs somewhere between Chicago and Milwaukee. The reality is, unless you're incredibly lucky, you need contracts in the music business, soft ones at least, to generate the necessary buzz to have your talent heard. I think experts would agree that very few people can cold call their way to success in the music business. As the trio was beginning to feel desperate, I picked up the phone, rang the Bucks front office, and arranged for Robert to sing the national anthem at a game. The day before Robert was scheduled to sing, Carlita took him to the mall and bought him a dark pinstripe suit. I think it was the first suit he ever owned. There was the possibility that someone in the crowd, or maybe someone watching at home on TV, would see Robert and give him his big break. On game day, Carlita made all of us my regular pre-game meal of beef tenderloin, baked potato, salad, and broccoli. Robert hardly touched his food and was quieter than usual. After dinner, the babysitter arrived to watch Debrill, and we drove to the Mecca Arena, home of the Bucks. Robert stayed quiet during the drive. "You nervous?" I asked, looking at him in the back seat through the rearview mirror. "Nah, my stomach hurts a little though." "It's just nerves. You'll be fine." He nodded, and we listened to the radio the rest of the trip. We arrived a few hours before tip-off for team warm-ups. 30 minutes before game time, I found Demetrius and Carlita. Within 2-year-old Jamal, I found Demetrius and Carlita with 2-year-old Jamal huddled around Robert near the Bucks locker room. "Congratulations, Candy, for being a member of 11 months. "He's not singing, Craig," Carlita said, shaking her head and sighing. "I'm not feeling good, man. My stomach still hurts. I don't want to throw up on the court. It doesn't look like I can do this tonight," Robert said, staring at the floor. Carlita and Demetrius glared off into the distance. I looked at Robert questioningly for a few seconds, took a deep breath, and said, "There will be other opportunities, my brother. Don't sweat it." Who was I to force Robert to do something he wasn't ready for? Sure, I had vouched for him. I was embarrassed to make the team scramble to find the replacement, but at the end of the day, I was living my dream. Robert had a long way to go. Why make him feel smaller than he already felt? I asked Carlita to drive Robert and Jamal home. She was pissed, but agreed. The Bucks used a recording of the anthem that night, and we handedly beat the 76ers. I left the stadium feeling upbeat, blissfully ignorant of all that was going on between Carlita and Robert back at my house. I later learned that this was the night that Carlita and Robert began a year-long affair. They hid it well in the beginning. Eventually, I started noticing abrupt silences between them when I walked unannounced into a room, or I'd catch them smiling at each other in all too knowing way. Part of me didn't want to acknowledge the infidelity because I couldn't bear the thought of putting my kids through a divorce. I had been faithful to Carlita to that point. I was wedded to the idea of Jamal and Jabril growing up with a mom and a dad in the same house. And I didn't want to do anything to jeopardize that. Parenting is hard enough as it is. You need backup. In spite of all of her flaws, in spite of all my flaws, we generally worked well together. I wanted to stay committed to Robert, but I found myself irritated by his presence around the house. I started to question whether or not he would ever get a break. One day, he approached Carlita with a request for $9,000 to cover his expenses to be on the television talent show Big Break, hosted by Natalie Nicole, whom I loved. I said no. I encouraged Carlita and Demetrius to keep putting in the legwork to promote Robert. And I said I'd continue to help him when I could, but I had to draw the line with the money. We were comfortable, but by no means wealthy. If he wins, Robert promises that he would pay the money back. I'll even write up a contract, Carlita pleaded. I was taken aback by her intensity. Hold on one second, guys. Sorry about that. If he wins, Robert promises that he would pay the money back. I'll even write up a contract, Carlita pleaded. I was taken aback by her intensity. Carlita had initially been reluctant to loan money to Robert. She and Demetrius were clearly looking for a shortcut, but Carlita's sense of urgency seemed to come from a deeper place than simply business. Maybe I wasn't appreciating the impact Big Break could have on his career, I thought. How many contestants were there? What were the odds of winning? No one had clear answers. I was never much for gambling, and that's what this show seemed to be, a gamble. I continued to say no to loaning him more money, but Carlita went ahead and wrote Robert a check behind my back. She typed up the contract as she said she would. Robert signed it and won the contest. We soon stopped seeing Robert around the house. Carlita felt betrayed by Robert. And she began to spend a lot of time alone in her room. A few years passed before I saw him at all. He never paid the money back, and it didn't cross my mind to pursue him in court. I figured I was meant to be there for this person the world needed to hear at that moment in time. He was a Black urban success story and would soon rise to fame under his stage name, Rkelly. Rkelly went on to do great and horrible things. Carlita and I were both proud to say we played a part in his musical success. The fact that he cheated with my wife in my house after all I did for him still haunts me from time to time. My method of getting over painful things usually involves delving into the deeper motivations for people's actions, trying to understand them psychologically. I have also read enough religious texts to know that peace only comes through forgiveness. When stories about him and underage girls started coming out in the news, it affected me much worse than the cheating. I felt responsible in some way. With all that money he made, one would have hoped he would have found a good therapist to work through his issues. We see each other now and again. We'll shoot hoops together, catch up, but we are not close in the way we used to be. And there's a picture of Craig Hodges. Me during my junior year at Rich East High School in 1977. Illinois Class AA All-State Team for 1978, with me at bottom right. Signing to go to Long Beach State in 1978 as my family looks on left to right. Granddad, my sister, Lori, mom. Left to right, Jamil, Jabril, and Carlita. Photo by Magic Photo. Larry Bird and I in the final round at my first three-point contest in Dallas in 1986. Isaiah Thomas guarding me in Detroit in 1991. My dad, my sister, and I, after I won my second of 3 consecutive three-point contests in Charlotte, North Carolina in 1991. Operation Unite meeting in December of 1991. So these are pictures of him. Me as a junior at Long Beach State during 1980-1981 session. Okay. All right. So that was the end of chapter 9. Now, let me go back to the other chapter, which I believe, hold on. Right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, wait, guys. I'm trying to get to. I don't know where. Wait, hold on. Share. There we go. All right. So he knows that R. Kelly had an affair with his wife for a year. So what do you guys think so far? Let's see. R. Kelly could have gave that man something just to show his appreciation. You're absolutely right, Cherie. Hopefully he didn't have herpes yet. Karen A. No, he will not have to pay. He should have sent her packing as soon as he found out she was sleeping with Kelly. Shaking my head, he ain't shit. I'm wondering if the state federal is going to make him pay for this hospital bill. They do make you pay for your hospital bill. If he don't have insurance, he has to pay out of pocket. Definitely. Boston, no, he played for basketball for a league smaller than the NBA. Exactly. Didn't RSK play for the NBA? He tried out. No, he played for I forgot what you call it, like the smaller league of the basketball league and the what it's called. Hey T Bam, what's up, mama? Hey Jacqueline. What's up, Karen A? Candy, no, it's the kid's dog that did her job. I just help sometimes. Yep, that goes around, comes around. I bet right now R. Kelly wishes he had paid that man his money. Woo, Shireen. Say it again, girl. Didn't Carlita have an affair with her, breaking up her marriage? Yeah, they separated. Boston, oh, I thought you were going walking. Okay, Candy, I'm still here, just having the dog in the backyard. Okay. Okay. This brother did all of this for R. Kelly and he wouldn't pay the man back his money. Right. He didn't. Be right back. Gotta take the dog out. Okay. Craig Hodges lost his mind. Basketball players are never at home. So his wife was passing out booty like it was government cheese. Oh, man. So the king is a funky motherfucking nasty. Yes, he's nasty. Carlita's like, you better clean up your room, little boy. Ruby! What's up, mama? Congratulations for being a member for 18 months, baby. Thank you for being a member, guys. I'm not surprised he doesn't even like showering. Yes, super chat, super sticker as well. Yes. Yes, donations are welcome. Thank you, guys. Yes, please don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Thank you. Hey, Shorty. What's up, mama? All right, let's see. Tasha, indeed, and that's a damn shame because most places give you free checkups for men because they don't like going. That's true. Men really don't like to go to the doctors. Tasha, terrible. Men should get checkups as regular as women do. That's crazy to me. That's true. People need to stay asking for bill of health records before messing around these days. That's true. These days, yeah, definitely come with some paperwork, okay? Just like a drug addict who don't go to the doctors for checkups, but when they get clean, they have all types of health issues. Mm, mm, mm. Let's see. James, I know in prison they charge you $5 just to see a nurse or doctor. Also, if you have so much in your account, they would charge you for room or board. Wow. That shows that he doesn't care about no one but himself. Real niggas do real shit, and R. Kelly definitely ain't one. He a real fag boy. Oh my God, fuck boy. He a real fuck boy. Karen A, my bad. Didn't know that how they expect people to pay who don't have jobs. They have Medicaid. They could apply for a state insurance. James, not the ones who couldn't afford it. What's up, Leslie? What's up, baby? So was Carlita? Yes, Carlita is Demetrius' sister, his older sister. Yes. All right, guys, give me a second. I'll be right back. That was fun. Hi, Mama. How are you? You heard me, right? My baby's home from her after school. She made her cookies, homemade cookies. Where did I begin this? She made them in school. She's taking cooking classes after school. Yeah. So it's pretty cool. So she's home now. Sorry guys for the interruption again. Okay, so let's continue here. All right, so the crowd couldn't believe Jordan missed so many shots either.
What's this? What happened? The son say?
The crowd couldn't believe Jordan missed so many shots either, which explains the howls from the stands. In spite of his drive to be the best at everything, Michael knew.
You want to fight? Let's fight.
Michael knew his limitations. Yo, I'm gonna punch in your fucking face. Back up. Word up. His limitations and would never again subject himself to such a low score. Besides, it was bad for his brand. Larry Bird also unceremoniously exited the competition in the first round, and I felt a huge weight lift from my shoulders. All right, let's see. All right. All right. I think that was all that he spoke of about R. Kelly. I'm just trying to go through because I believe that was all. Yeah. So that was all. So that was basically.
That's not it, because we gonna fight.
That was basically all that
Fight.
Craig Hodges had to say about his. Ooh, my daughter made some good cookies.
That's a better job than you.
Oh, look at the cookies.
I personally would not take that.
My daughter made that cookie.
Bro, my friend ruined the last batch. They're too soft.
Oh, Joshua likes real soft cookies. Your brother too. Your father too.
Like, let me take them for Joshua because he's gonna eat them.
One's enough for now.
Right.
Thank you.
Joshua, you stay.
Diva, you did a great job, babe. And you made these from scratch? My babe made these chocolate chip cookies from scratch. She did a great job. So, Carlita Hodges wound up pulling out a knife on her husband. That's crazy. I mean, really, she could have just left them. Why she had to be so dramatic about it? Crazy. Okay. Now I'm gonna leave you guys with this interview that I seen from Stephen A. Smith. And he had stated R. Kelly has to go. What?
Y'all got Popeyes with
Okay. So before we go, I'm gonna leave you guys with this interview from Stephen A. Smith. Wait. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I had to prepare the video. Hey, Just the T. What's up, Chula? What's up, T-Bam? I don't know if I said hi to you, baby. What's up, T-Bam? My daughter did great with those cookies. She did. All right.
Don't mind me in the background.
No. Don't worry. You're not on camera. Okay. All right. So like I said, guys, this is a video from Stephen A. Smith. And he says, R. Kelly has to go. So let's just listen to what he's got to say. Oh, let me go on mute. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear the video when I start to play it.
Gentlemen, I'm not one that normally rejoices at the misery of another human being. I'm a God-fearing man. We've all sinned in the eyes of the good Lord. None of us are flawless, devoid of mistakes. And all of us would prefer a do-over in life. But I have to tell you something. When I heard the news that R. Kelly was ultimately handed another 20-year prison sentence for his convictions on child sexual abuse, images, and enticement of minors for sex, to go along with the 30-year sentence he was handed from a 2021 conviction. I was happy. I was happy. You know, I spent a lot of time, ladies and gentlemen, I was a big-time Rkelly fan. 12 play. I don't see nothing wrong. Bump and grind. You know, I am your angel. I wish. You know, I mean everything. I mean, Honey Love. Don't get me started with Dedicated. That's one of my all-time favorites. I think about my mama every time I hear that song. Dedicating this one to my favorite girl. She's the only one. Oh, yes. I was a big-time Rkelly fan. But I stopped listening to him when I heard all the accusations.
Stephen Smith, I believe he is a sports commentator. I'm not even, I believe he was even an athlete at one point. I'm not even sure, guys. But this is his channel. Please go subscribe to his channel. Leave your comments in his video. And please like and share and subscribe his video. Thank you, guys. As I said, I do not own the rights to this video. This is not my commentary. This belongs to Stephen A. Smith. I am just using his work for commentary purposes and learning purposes.
Against him. And I swore that I wouldn't listen to him again until he was convicted. And sure enough, his behind is going to do at least 30 to 31 years in jail because the 30-year sentence that he received on top of the 20-year sentence that he received, that's to be served simultaneously, not consecutively. So it's not one on top of the other. But he's going to get at least 30 years. He's going to be in jail until he's at least 80 years old. And damn it, I couldn't be happier. I mean, if there's ever a person that needs to be thrown under the jail with the damn sodomites, it would be him. Now, it's bad enough that you up there marrying the late Aaliyah, God rest her wonderful soul, when you 27 years old and she's 15 with your pedophile self. It's bad enough that you doing such egregious things that you had a lot of artists that didn't want to be in the same room with your sorry behind. But I just want to go down a list, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't gonna look into the camera because I have to write this down because I want to read this to y'all. I mean, let's just look at the list. This man has faced allegations spanning 25 years. The marriage to a minor in Aaliyah in 1994. In 2001, sued by a former intern, accusing him of inducing her into a sexual relationship when she was just 17. At the time, he was about 34, 35. In May of 2002, when he was about 35, 36, sued by another woman who claimed he impregnated her when she was underage and that she was forced to have an abortion, and another woman alleging that he videotaped her having sex with her without her knowledge. That was settled out of court, paying undisclosed sums in returns for non-disclosure agreements. But in 2002, this man was charged with 21 counts of making child sexual abuse videos involving sexual acts with a minor. It took 6 years for the case to come to trial, and it was concluded that they could not prove that the girl on the tape was a minor, and Kelly was found not guilty on all counts. I never forget, as long as I live, when counts were levied against him, the first words out of my mouth was, "That's a black DA, a black district attorney, ain't it?" Because those were little black girls he was doing that to. And I said, any black man who's a father and is in a position to take him down is going to jump at that opportunity. And that's exactly what that district attorney tried to do in Chicago. Now, we fast forward 15 years later, cult allegations R. Kelly's accused of trapping 6 women in a sex cult and seduced young women when they approached him for help with their music careers. The allegations came from 3 former employees and parents of several women who said their daughters had all but vanished. Same year, former victims, 2 women, I ain't gonna mention their names, break their NDA agreements and claim Kelly starved them and coerced them into sexual encounters with other women while underage. Remember the docuseries Surviving R. Kelly? Remember that? January 3rd to January 5th, 2019. Remember the airing of that docuseries? It's award-winning stuff. I watched it from start to finish. Girls avoiding their parents, staying away from their mothers, women asking, they couldn't even get into R. Kelly's home for crying out loud. Yeah, law enforcement officials couldn't do anything. Parents out there pleading for their children to come out. They wouldn't even talk to their own parents. They had been brainwashed. This is what he was doing with his sick self. And then, due to the airing of that series, the next month, Kelly was charged with 10 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse. And then after that, you see him making a scene, engaging in histrionics, getting interviewed by Gayle King, kicking the chair, screaming, I ain't do this, I ain't do this. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did, you're sick, you know what? I made up my mind, I ain't gonna curse on this, I ain't gonna curse too much. Because I don't want to be censored, so I'm going to make sure that I can speak fluently without the cuss words. I'm telling you, I've been waiting for them to get him. I got 2 daughters. I'm not going to even tell you what I would have done. I'm kind of connected to some degree. Something would have happened to that brother. He did something like that to my daughters. Something would have happened. Ain't no way in hell you getting away with doing that. This man needed to be under the jail. And sure enough, in September 2021, he's found guilty on 9 counts, including sexual exploitation of a child, bribery, racketeering, and sex trafficking. June of 2022 was sentenced to 30 years in prison. September of 2022 was found guilty of child sexual abuse in his 2nd federal trial and convicted on 6 out of 13 counts, including 3 for child pornography. Here's what I'm figuring out.
That's right. Let him know, Stephen.
Why the hell doesn't he get more than 30 years? Why is R. Kelly going to be allowed to get out when he's 80? Why is he not spending the rest of his life in prison? Seriously. Seriously. I mean, this is a disgrace. He in jail ain't going to see the light of day for the next 25, 30 years. And damn it, I still ain't satisfied. He got to go. He got to go. 31 years. And I know. And Stephen A., Kelly, Stephen, with these sick sycophants, these people out there, still out there petitioning, acting like he's some kind of victim.
Right, Stephen.
Kiss off. Stephen A., why don't you mention Harvey Weinstein? What about Harvey Weinstein? I'll get to him right now. See, he's 70. Fat, slovenly, looking like Jabba the Hutt's little brother. This dude, literally, we talk about Harvey Weinstein here, in Los Angeles, in court, just this past Thursday, sentenced the ex-film mogul, Harvey Weinstein, to 16 years in prison after a jury convicted him of the 2013 rape and sexual assault of an Italian actor and model. The sentence comes on top of the more than 20 years, 23 years to be exact, the 70-year-old Weinstein has left to serve for a similar 2020 conviction in New York, furthering the fall of the one-time movie magnate who became a hashtag #MeToo magnet. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, another form to make you laugh. He was in court begging for leniency this past Thursday. Listen to his quote to the courts. Please don't sentence me to life in prison. I don't deserve it. More than 80 people have made rape and misconduct claims about Weinstein dating back as far as the late 1970s. More than 80 people. This man claiming he's innocent and he was set up. 80! 80!
Right, Stephen.
He's not getting out before he's 93 years old. Chances are he'll die in jail. Chances are R. Kelly might as well die in jail. I ain't wishing nothing on anybody, but they brought it on themselves. I don't know about I don't know much about Harvey Weinstein. Never followed it. Never paid attention to it until it got in the news. R. Kelly, a different matter. Listening to his music all the time and knowing what he was doing with underage girls. It's all egregious. Make no mistake about it. But we all have sensitive spots for children. And R. Kelly targeted children. Not to say that Harvey Weinstein did it. I don't know. But we know R. Kelly did.
Right, Stephen. Right, Stephen. Thank you for that.
I don't see nothing wrong. Oh, with a little bump and grind. Somehow I suspect somebody gonna play that for him in prison at some point, considering what he chose to do to minors. I'm just saying. Back with more to close out the show in a minute. It's Stephen A. and No Mercy.
Please go subscribe to his channel. I dropped his link in there. Let me see if this is... I dropped his link again, guys. Please go subscribe to his channel. Like and subscribe his video. Leave a comment. All right.
R. Kelly's my hero.
Xavier said R. Kelly is the hero. He like it though. He's seeking missiles. No mercy. You know, at the end of the day, with this whole thing, with the emails and all this crap, his appeals and all of that, he's never getting out. It's about time you people just face the music that he's not getting out. Punto. Period. No more. Capiche. Goodbye. Adios. R. Kelly is done for. That's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this live. We will continue to read books. I'm going to go back into my reading zone and do the readings of the other books that I have. And we will continue the story of R. Kelly. What's up, Keep? What's up, Mama? I was listening off and on in the bushes. What's up, baby? This is what I'm going to say. Fuck R. Kelly and the superfans. Yes, that's what we say. Yes. All right, there you go. Thank you, Justin T, for subscribing. That's right. Niggas get sick and die in prison every day, B. He be all right. Right, he'll be all right. I just want him to suffer. Don't let him die right now. Don't let him die right now, please. He needs to live. I need him to be suffering for another 20 years, 30 years, please. Thank you. I really need him to suffer. Tell David, watch it. The feds will start watching it. Right, R. Kelly must suffer. He must suffer. He cannot go. He must suffer real consequences of his actions. He must do his time. He can't just go just like that. Right, he's a sportcaster. He's a sport reporter. sports reporter. He's a sportscaster. I watch him. He's pretty good. You know, he's funny. He's funny. He's funny. Him being diabetic or having a hernia does not hold water. No. Him being a diabetic or no, it really doesn't keep. You're right. Can someone beat his ass again? He needs to do it. Right, at least 25 years. And then if he's going to croak, whatever. But, you know, we got to give him at least that, man. He's got to give us 25 years, bro. He's got to give us 25 years. He's got to. He's got to. It's got to. It's got to. He must. So, guys, do me a favor before we go. Y'all know what I'm going to ask you guys. Please hit that like button, okay? Okay. I wanted to talk about the emails and stuff like that. You know, some stuff that I found out and things of this nature and stuff, but I'm so tired of the bullshit with the fucking, with the thing, with the emails, with the thing. I'm just really done with it. Like, I don't even want to talk about it. Like, at this point, it's just redundant, stupid, and retarded. Like, at the end of the day, Rkelly is not getting out because Tasha K decided to talk about Rkelly's emails with his girlfriends. That's not a cause for anybody to go to jail, anybody to get locked up, anybody to get any consequences. That did not change the history that Rkelly was facing in court. None of that. Nothing. Nada. Zilch. Zero. Nobody cares about his emails. Punto, period, point blank. We done. We done with the emails. We done. We done. So, guys, for those who are watching the replay, please leave your comments in the comment section, okay? Gracias very mucho, darlings. All right. All right. Don't forget to please hit that like button. Subscribe if you are not subscribed to my channel. Make sure you put the notification bell on all so you can get all my videos as I upload them and go live. And if you would like to be a member, it's only $1.99. You get to put some cute emoji stickers in the chat while you're chatting. You get to have a badge next to your name. The badges change the longer you remain a member. And I do put some content in the members only as well. All right, guys. And for all you groupies,
Blow me.
oh my God, David said, blow me. I cannot with this guy. And if you would like to donate to the channel, guys, donations are very much appreciated. You don't have to. It's just a donation if you want to give from the kindness of your heart. And, you know, help the channel keep running with my bills being paid, you know, for my platform.
$25 a pop.
That's right. $25. That's right. And I got to pay my bill. That's right. I do. They're telling me, bitch, you got to update your payment plan, please. So I got to pay my bill, guys. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And you can donate to my Cash App, $ Diva Divine Light, and it's spelled exactly the way you see it here on the screen.
10% chuchuleta.
10% chuchuleta. He's so silly. And if you guys would like to also send me money or donations through PayPal, you can do that as well. It's also Diva Divine Light, the same way it's spelled on the screen. And you can also Zelle me if you don't have PayPal or Cash App.
10% fee.
The 10% fee goes to David because it's his account. 347-664-9253. Thank you, guys. Please don't forget, guys, to hit that.
Women on the side, got my number.
Don't forget to hit that like button, okay, guys?
Hit me up.
David, shut
I'll
up.
bring a Big Mac and a dildo.
Oh, thank you, Robin. Thank you, Robin. God bless you, Mama. Thank you, guys, to all who always donate. I appreciate you guys always, always. Diva, what you think about the cellmate Ronnie? Ronnie was definitely a good cellmate, you know. He had nothing bad to say about R. Kelly, you know. Well, everyone that's been interviewed by him so far has really not have had any bad views, you know. I mean, let's be real, you know what I mean? So we just know that R. Kelly's maintaining his innocence. He doesn't want to speak. He's innocent, right? And that's what it is, right? Right. But he's been convicted twice. Yes. Yes. Diva, why hasn't Susan Loggins been interviewed? Because I'm pretty sure she's denied every single interview that somebody has come across her way when it came to news channels and things of this nature and journalists, because she knows that she was wrong for the shit she did. Right. Bah. You know what I mean? Right. You guys, you see the $sign? For those who are not members, you can become a member in the chat line where you guys talk. You see on the left side, there's a smiley face in the chat box. And then on the right side, there's a $sign. You can hit the $sign. When you hit the $sign, it gives you the option to give a super sticker, a super chat, or join the membership, or also membership gifting, where buy membership for multiple people. So say, for instance, if you know a couple of people are not members and you want to be nice and you want to, you know, pay for their membership, you can pay for their membership. So it's called the membership gifting. All right. And also in the video, you know, where you have the lines where it says like, and then it has the thumbs down, the live chat, the share. It says report, clip, and save. Under my videos, I should have a super thanks. And there should be, that's where you see a heart. And with that heart, you get to hit it. It has a heart with a $sign. You hit that, and it will thank me to give me a donation through the after live. So after you finish watching the stream, you can thank me and give me a donation even though you're not watching the live. Yeah, she's going to pay. God don't like ugly, that's for sure. God is going to take care of her, definitely. Without a shadow of a doubt. But what she did was absolutely horrible. Horrible. All right, guys. So I love you. Thank you for coming. And hope to see you guys another day. Y'all already know, like I said, please don't forget, hit that like button on your way out. All right. And your girl Diva Divine Light is out. Peace.